And we live. What's happening, guys?
Hey, what's up, bro? It's nice to be back here again. Honored as usual.
Vele, this is your second time.
My second time. Is it
My
your
third
third?
time.
Your
My third time.
Vele, bro, you got to speak into that mic.
Damn, sorry, bro.
No
Sorry.
stress.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, so when we look at each other, we kind of, if I talk to Asad, I got to kind of talk like this.
Okay, well.
Speak in the mic so everyone can hear your opinions this afternoon. Even mine. There we go. So much better.
Much better. Okay, we are rolling, guys. So there's a lot of drama going on in this world. There's a lot there's a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the superficial issues, the editing of photos.
Yeah, man. For me, it's like obviously everyone edits their photos to some sort of an extent, you know. But for me, the one thing I don't agree with is obviously like the morphing of photos, because I feel like someone's sitting at home, like a kid or whatever, a young guy sitting at home, thinking that, damn, I'll never be able to get that way.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you've like edited your photo and the mirror in the background is all squiggly and stuff. You know what I mean? It's a little bit unfair, and I think it's like disrespectful. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think, sorry, social media today, so superficial.
Yeah.
It makes you think that someone is living this life when in reality it's literally the complete opposite.
Yeah.
And so you think this guy has this amazing physique, or if you, especially for guys, you see a guy that's jacked all year round, when either he's posting photos from like 5 months back, literally every week, so you're like, this man is still shredded and he's still big, or he's morphing his photos so bad, where his waist looks like it's a size 28 and his chest is by far
bigger,
than
and
Arnold's.
his shoulder width as well. The shoulder
Exactly,
width, rounded
exactly.
shoulders all of a sudden. It's
And a lot of these oaks look good anyway.
they look good anyway. It's just like,
So
why? Why, bro? Like, you look good, dog. Like,
Yeah.
why do you want to like make it extreme, you know?
And there's a lot of people that literally are very well known in the industry and they're well built guys. It's
Well-built
not like
guys,
they
yeah.
don't look good.
Exactly.
But then here they are editing their photos.
So do you guys think it's like a sort of a mental issue?
Yeah, I think that once you do it, you can never go back.
Exactly.
so,
It's
yeah.
like
That's true.
it's a standard that when you start
start
that standard, you need to obviously keep up to it.
Yeah.
So I think people are going to do whatever they can to maintain that standard for other people, so that they can make other people happy. It's just the way social media is.
Do you guys think it's like almost like a drug addiction? Because you know, okay, say for example, you take coke for the first time, then you need that hit all the time. You know what I mean? If you don't obviously get help or treatment, it's almost like you need that hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's almost like an addiction to attention. You know?
Exactly. And then the worst part is through social media, it's the likes and the comments.
The likes, the comments, the
Not
DMs.
things-
I don't know
not
about
the-
you guys. Has your Instagram changed?
In terms of?
Or the new update.
Yeah, so there's been an update, and so basically you don't really see your likes. So I'll show you guys here.
Hector.
Let me just go to my page. I'll put it up on the screen for people on YouTube. So if you check here, down here is usually where your likes are, right?
Yeah.
You go there, it's Instagram
It's
shop.
Instagram shop.
And then it's up here is your likes.
Things for me, I feel like mine changed.
Which is up there.
Mine didn't change. Actually, I was the year told me about it. Mine didn't change.
I've got, because obviously
I think with Android, it has.
Who's that girl you're looking at now?
Was that
You
more?
exposed yourself.
No, that was on the feed already, bro. Whoever that was, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's also what Instagram are doing. I don't know if you guys, it tells you the total number of people that likes your photos.
Yeah.
Where some accounts don't, and they're kind of introducing, this new algorithm, this new way of social media where it doesn't matter actually how many likes you get.
It's just.
And I think it's good because this new way, my page has been structured. Let's say just the radio, that Instagram hasn't been structured like that.
Yeah.
You can still see the old way of seeing likes, but now on the new one, I don't really worry. Like, you're not consciously reminded you're getting likes, likes, and you're kind of just creating content for the sake of creating content because you enjoy it.
I think that's dope because I feel like so many people are focused on the amount of likes like they get as an individual and other people's likes. So for example, if you say, for example, I'm getting 50 likes for a photo, a hun will look at them and be like, bro, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But then a guy gets, for example, like Asad gets 250, 300 likes a post, and it's like, oh, okay, let me drop a DM. So it's almost like,
Yeah, it's. I think if you think back when they started Instagram, what was the point of Instagram? To create content.
Yeah, it was just to share your
To
life
share
and to
your
share your
life.
journey.
Exactly. Not to get all of these likes and comments to make yourself feel better, because you know what's the worst part?
yeah.
You get someone that's got 16,000 followers, 3,000-4,000 likes on a photo, and then you see that same person in the gym in real life, and for some reason,
about to get to that.
First, we spoke about how bad they look. Photos versus reality. Yeah. But the worst part is, you think they're this confident, well-balanced, well-rounded person, and then in person they can't speak to a single individual because they're just so shy and so
100%.
It's like they're so fixated about social media that they forget that the real life is actually happening. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, for me it's a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how to put this, but I don't like the way. Okay, obviously I don't know some of the guys that do it, but I know some of the girls keep on posting their photo shoot photos time and time again, and then you scope them in the gym and you're like, you don't.
Yeah, you look like that once when you did your photo shoot, and you're always posting like that, and then you see them pushing like, you don't look like this. How much editing went into that photo?
Exactly. For me in my head, I'm like, you can't even recognize the girl anymore.
Yeah, that's the worst part. When you walk past them in the gym, you're like, is that the same girl?
And in your head, they're looking at you as if you know them, and I'm like, I don't know you because I don't recognize you anymore.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's very superficial.
Worst thing possible. And I think for someone, the way things are, there's so much mental problems out in the world.
100%.
I definitely think social media only contributes to a lot of those
amplifies
things. And literally, if you think about it, you're going to go through a lot more than you would in your life just in a day, just because of social media. Seeing whatever is happening in the world.
Yeah.
You focusing on the wrong things because you think that's how you're going to be famous in this world and make it in the world.
Because of social media.
Because of social media.
Instagram, yeah.
And I definitely think if you use social media for the right reasons, it can only bring you benefits and nothing else. But that's the difference where someone starts posting not just a booty photo in the mirror, but a booty workout instead that a girl or guy can follow.
Helps. Yeah, 100%.
A value-based content piece instead of just look at my bum.
Yeah,
and then morph the bum.
Yeah, morph.
But that takes it back to getting that affirmation, and when you post a bum photo, you're gonna get more likes. So that's why it continues to happen. Because you're getting that validation, and it's addictive.
And so it's all about the likes and the comments and the.
So I would ask this question then: for anyone that wanted to do better on social media, and not fall into that category of I'm just chasing the likes, how do you then find the difference between giving value content but also putting yourself in like that best possible light?
Best possible. I feel like it's also about obviously knowing your target market and your followers. I feel like if you give your followers what they followed you for, I feel like that will help your social media grow.
It's difficult though, because in terms of myself, I got followers initially because of competing and because of, let's say, my body.
After I think after you won your pro show,
after WFF, I woke up, I literally had like 3,000.
Yeah, I remember you skyrocketed, bro.
And I don't know how, because like WFF wasn't that big of a thing.
Yeah.
But it happened, and I got like 1,000 Facebook requests, which was mad.
Yeah.
But Facebook, that's a lot.
Yeah. But now, like, I'm trying to get away from having to post topless photos all the time, having to do this. And like, I want to post things about business. I want to post things about, general motivational stuff.
Yeah. Self-improvement.
Self-improvement, working hard.
All-rounded stuff.
Doesn't matter what you're working on, as long as you are working hard and pushing yourself. That's what I want to try to promote through my social media.
Yeah.
That's mainly why I started this podcast, because I don't want it to be fitness my entire life. I want it to be a broad
aspect of who you are as a person.
I want something. People look at you, they don't think, you're one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And that's why it's difficult for me now, as you're saying, like, you must stick to your social media and why people follow you. It's difficult because I've recently been getting a lot more followers. Maybe the algorithm's getting, a little bit better, but I saw at a stage when I wasn't posting as many topless photos, I wasn't gaining any followers.
Losing followers.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost like losing followers. Yeah, no, I feel you, but I feel like obviously with now that you've like broadened your content and sort of like I feel like your following will grow because you're posting.
Well, it has, because at least my age gap and everything has changed, because it used to be up until about 25.
Yeah.
Now my main gap is 25 to 35.
So you're reaching a market.
Yes,
you're reaching a completely different market.
They're a lot older. It's not kids at university like it was.
100%. Yeah.
I think what you're doing is better also because it's going to take time. And we spoke about instant gratification immediately.
100%,
You're not going to get as many likes now. But when people start seeing that you post more often, they're going to start getting used to the content that you're posting,
and
see the value, and from there, things are just going to take off. But 100%. It's about being able to delay instant gratification, just even like competing, you can use that as an analogy. You want to step on stage in 12 weeks, everyone's going out having a good time every Saturday. You stayed at home, you made sure your meals were prepped so you could train on the Sunday. That same process, I think you can now use into every other aspect of your life of delaying that instant gratification. But because you know you're working for that bigger goal that's eventually going to come.
Because for me, I wouldn't even lie, bro. For me, I wouldn't lie to you guys. I'm not going to lie, sit here and lie. I used to look at the likes. I used to look at how many followers I was getting.
I still do. Let's not lie. Like I
no,
do. Bro.
But like I was fixated on it. You know, if a photo didn't get much likes, I'll be like, oh, damn, I have to delete it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I actually don't care. I actually don't care. And I feel like my Instagram at the moment is a representation of who I am as a person.
Most important thing.
That's the most. I feel like if you look at my gram, it's like you look at my gram, you see me in person, it's like the same O. You know what I mean? It's good vibes all the time. I am a bodybuilder, so that's basically my life, basically. And obviously the other side of obviously like balancing. So going out with mates, the lifestyle side. So going out with mates, drinking if you need a drink or when I want to drink, and that sort of thing. Like having fun, basically. It's not always just serious bodybuilding.
That's why I think if you're putting yourself, I think anyone that's watching this or listening to this that wants to start, put yourself out there, because no matter what you do, someone's not going to like what you're doing, regardless, no matter how good or bad it is.
100%.
You will get people that stick with you because they will enjoy your stuff. But at the end of the day, you're only going to attract the people you want to attract when you're posting the content that you want to post.
100%.
And that's when, you know, you're engaging with real followers, real people that watch your stuff, consume your stuff. And ultimately, that's how you're going to develop some kind of influence. If you ever feel like selling something one day, or whatever it is, an example of someone with a booty picture, they're going to get 10 million likes for a booty picture, and then they can try and sell something.
And it won't sell.
Be like, why would I want to buy that from you?
Exactly, it won't sell. Because all you posting is one-dimensional.
Then you give up and you start an OnlyFans page.
Exactly. That person that is posting his booty pics, and like, you know, those girls like Summer Rae and those girls on Instagram, they just market to guys. Let's be real.
No, no, 100%.
There's not many, because she's not like.
But the thing is, with girls, I feel like with girls it's easier because girls support each other. You'll scope in her comments. Girls will be like fire emojis or oh my god, you look
fake, bro. Half of it's fake.
Half of it is fake, if not more. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, they get the likes because of both them. I feel like with guys it's much harder because guys will be like, see another O that's more like shredded or dack, and they'll be like, you know, you look good, but I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah. But like with her, I was actually watching a podcast about her, with her, and she was basically saying that, you know, she bought out like all this merch, all this clothing and everything, but she only made guys' clothing. Because she obviously can look at her analytics and see who follows her. Yeah. So then she's like, I need to bring out, you know, a female clothing line, because she wants to market to those people. Because she doesn't really post workout videos and that kind of stuff.
It's just ass.
She's just, you know,
she's just if it body. It's like, you know, bikini, just showing her bum.
Yeah, it's literally just ass.
Like, it's not like it's motivational for girls to follow her, you know.
Nah, it's not.
Whereas it's just people following her because it's thirsty guys.
It's thirst traps, basically.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Exactly. So I feel like if you want to be successful, but also you want to develop a brand that can stick out and sell clothing or whatever high price ticket you want to sell, you need to be able to establish the difference between your goals and your ego. That's a very good point. So many people do things just to feed their ego.
100%, bro. Now I feel that, and that comes down to that. Like relates obviously to the booty posts as well. I feel like sometimes we'll just post booty posts just for the sake of getting the likes and the DMs, and then they'll post on the stories about how many creeps are sending them DMs. Like
I don't even know what.
Like I know it's a little bit controversial, but I mean, we're living in a world where not every guy's a good guy, especially in this country. If you're gonna post booty photos the whole time, you going to get like creepy DMs. You're going to get guys in your DMs posting creepy stuff or dick pics or so on and so forth. So exactly what sort of attention do you want by posting it on your story?
Exactly.
Knowing very well that you're going to get it. You know, I don't understand the thought process. If you think about
someone that posts a photo with a car, they are posting that photo because they want people to think that they are wealthy and they have that car. If someone's posting a photo in a bikini, or like, you know, a hectic thong or basically no clothes, what do you think people are going to assume you're asking?
For me, I'm all for it. Like, do you, boo-boo? Like, do you?
Yeah, do it, but don't be upset when...
Don't be upset.
You get these
that's
messages.
100%. That's my point, is that, like, you're going to get them. You know, not every guy's a good Samaritan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not every O is going to be, hey, good job. Some O's are going to want that ass, you know what I mean? So, you know.
No, but also, I mean, if you think about it, if guys post photos, even guys get messages from guys or girls.
Yeah.
And it's not just girls. We're not just saying girls are asking for it. If you reveal yourself, you're going to get it. It's not like you're asking for it, but you're going to get it, and don't be surprised at the end of the day when you get it.
You have to be prepared. I feel like, I don't know about you guys, I get a lot of messages from gay guys, I won't even lie.
Yeah.
Like,
I've got some very hectic ones. But I mean, like you said, you're putting yourself out there, putting content out like that. You need to know that there's consequences for any action.
Exactly.
Whether it's good or bad, something is going to come from it.
You need to be prepared for it. You can't just be like, oh, I posted a booty photo, stop sending me creepy messages. It's going to happen.
Yeah. I wanted to talk to you guys because we live in a culture that it's difficult to say what you feel, and you're actually not allowed to have an opinion anymore. Yeah. The moment you have an opinion, people kind of be like, bro, don't. Yeah. So I was actually watching, I was watching a show. It was How I Met Your Mother. I was watching How I Met Your Mother, and they were they were saying like, no, I'm not gay, don't call me gay, whatever. If you can't do that today, because if you do that, like, they weren't making a joke because they were homophobic. They were making a joke the same way they would make a joke about a Mexican, the same way they would make it. They were making a joke because it was funny to that instant and that scenario.
At that time.
It had nothing to do with saying like, let's make a joke of all gay peoples.
Yeah.
It was, let's make a joke of this. It's the same way in like Modern Family, where it was an old episode. They probably wouldn't be able to do it today. It was an old episode where the two gay guys, Mitch and Cam, one of them was seen as the female in the relationship.
Oh, yes, I remember.
And they were offended. You can't do that today.
Yeah.
And it's not like that episode was made to show that females are inferior. Because
it was just
comedy. And that's what comedy does. Comedy makes light of serious
topics.
Exactly.
Another example of that is Boondocks.
I used to watch Boondocks also.
Boondocks now will not.
The stuff about R. Kelly and
and Riley, like the way he was talking, like ew, that's gay. Like
the closest thing you'll get to that is Family Guy.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the closest. Right now, I feel like Boondocks would get shut down immediately with the amount of.
So then, my next question is: how do you formulate your opinion and still be strong enough to give it off, so that someone doesn't take it the wrong way? Or twist your words to make you seem like you are this.
I think if you say something, and you kind of have to be sensitive enough to know that some people are going to take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I think you have to stay true to who you are, and you have to say like, I wasn't trying to offend you. I wasn't trying to do this. I wasn't like, if I make a joke about, I don't know, like the Mitch and Cam situation where he's the female in the situation. Females are so much better at so many different other things than males.
100%.
So it's not like saying you are a more caring woman at home who stays at home. Now you're the female. Like it doesn't mean that you aren't good at anything else. There's so many things that women are far superior than men at.
But that's just the mentality that society has given like upon women. Like that the woman is supposed to stay at home.
I think there's so many issues in the world. One bad or one opinion that isn't the same as others can literally be turned into a whole war. Because there's just so many different issues that aren't dealt with when they should be dealt with.
When they should have been. For me, it's also like time has gone by. Like obviously, time has gone by, and these things were almost considered like normal, like the insults and stuff. They were considered normal, and obviously now people are taking notice and be like, "Yo, that's wrong," you know. And I feel like the adjustment to not say those things or do those sort of things.
It's going to be hard.
It's difficult. It's difficult because you've grown up with it.
Exactly.
You're used to it.
I think it's very, contextual to the situation.
Oh yeah.
There's certain times like in that Modern Family episode, like that wasn't actually technically wrong what they were doing. But today it would be seen as wrong.
Yeah. But for me, it's like even with that episode, I feel like that could happen. That could happen in normal life. I don't feel like that would be offensive because I feel like in reality that probably would happen.
If you think about it, if you think about Sasha and I in our relationship, she is obviously a female, but she would be offended if I called her the female in the relationship.
Yeah,
it's kind of not a gender thing now.
Yeah,
it's kind of it's a status almost that's put on the inferior person, but it's not because they are women that they are inferior. It's kind of just a phrase that is thrown around for not even inferior person in the relationship. It's just the person that looks after the kid, that stays at home, the person that
if anything, you shouldn't take it the wrong way. You're just a more caring person that's more patient, that can deal with.
It's like wearing the pants in the relationship. The person that wears the pants in the relationship.
It's like saying you more of a maternal person. That's not offensive. It means you care more.
It just means you care more. I mean, people are different.
You still got the skills. You still got the potential to go and run your own company, achieve your own goals. Make
100%. For me, I don't mind being a house husband. I'll be honest.
If you could, bro. If you could.
If I could, I don't mind. Like
anyone watching this at Valsi is waiting.
I cook, I clean. You know what I mean? If I just get to train, I'll be happy. But I don't like my manhood or man card doesn't diminish simply because my significant other is working harder than me or earns more than me. That's just how it is, you know.
But that's where the true confidence of any person comes from.
Yeah.
Not like we're speaking about social media. Oh, it's how many likes you've got. You need to be able to say, I can quit social media tomorrow and still know I'm confident in the person that I am, the abilities that I've got, and where I want to go in my life. 100%. Not anyone giving me any gratification or
100%. Bro, if I could delete Instagram, I would. Yeah, I mean
100%. If I wasn't making money, and if every single cent I ever made wasn't off social media, I promise you I would be off there, because I get into the car straight away, check how many likes I've got in this photo, check what's going on in the world. Like sometimes I think I'd be like, bro, why are you doing this?
Exactly.
But I just literally pick up my phone and I do it. Sometimes I'm like,
it's almost like
you know what's the worst? When you get the notification at the end of the day, it's like screen time, 5 hours, 32 minutes, and 22 seconds.
And you realize like, whoa, there's only 24 hours in the day.
And what's bad is my cell phone says 5 hours, my iPad says 3 hours. That thing, so literally the entire day.
It's a lot. It adds up. It definitely does add up. Jeez.
So I think if you use social media in the right ways, like you said, for business purposes, to grow a brand.
But if I was just doing that and I didn't care about likes, you see, like sometimes I just get so fixated on, am I doing well? Am I performing? Is my podcast getting this week more listeners than last week?
That's another topic. Let's speak about that then. People don't even understand how much effort and time it takes to start and then create a podcast that becomes something.
Yeah.
Bro, I was watching.
It starts off slow. I don't think people are patient.
Yeah.
Patient with the process.
Even Jesse, YouTube, you've got over 1,000 subscribers.
Finally, boy.
Do you know how big that milestone is in South Africa?
And so because I mean, YouTube isn't that like that big.
It's difficult in South Africa.
It's difficult.
How many years is that? 5 years of videos.
Yo, but
you took a break. I feel like you took a break though.
Like for 2 years. I wish I was consistent. That's the biggest thing. If anyone wants to try something, be consistent. Because I started in matric. Then in varsity, like we went to a stage where we were like, yo, bro, daily vlogs.
Yeah, I remember.
Daily vlogs where we posted like literally like 4 or 5 times a week for about a span of like 3 months.
Yeah.
And it kind of grew, but back then I wasn't really looking at the numbers, looking at the analytics.
You're just doing it for the fun
now
of it.
I kind of look at what keywords people are searching on YouTube and that kind of stuff, which helps, you know, how to caption your posts, how to do certain things. And also it's nice because like if I posted a video, like one of my videos with the when I tattooed my shin, and you can see in the analytics, it tells you what keywords in your title people were searching for, and that's why they found you.
So
that kind of stuff, that's cool.
Using the analytics to attract more people
but
to
you
watch.
see, that's in a beneficial way. It's not it's not to boost your ego or whatever. It's
just trying to be smart about
how you like put yourself out there.
I actually went back to the archives of the YouTube videos and I watched the Durban trip with the boys.
That was dope. That was a dope fucking holiday, bro.
That's what's nice about. Sometimes like I'll get demotivated. I'll be like, yo, maybe I should just stop making videos, just focusing on other stuff. And then I'll go watch our old videos. And then I'm like, yo.
You see how much you've improved from that.
And I'm like, this was such a fun time. And I love the fact, and it's amazing that we have this documented. And it's awesome that I can watch a video of us, you know, throwing confetti at Matt Bush, you know, like at Asad's commune. It's just memories.
Yeah, it's memories. And it's there, you know what I mean? It's not just in your head anymore.
You can
always watch that shit back.
And,
and that's also what people like. They like seeing where you started and how far you've come. Like Gary Vee always says, document, don't create. You document your life, and that is you creating. And that's exactly what, you know, what we've done through YouTube is, you know, we watch our stupid selves doing stupid things at varsity.
We've done some stupid things.
Yeah, like smoking hub in the car. I don't think any normal person would do that, but I mean, here we are.
We look back on our choices, make better choices.
I would do that again, bro. That was a dope idea.
That's also something that's nice is, you know, people just being able to relate to everyday things.
Yeah.
That's what helps brands grow, is people relating to stupid
the
things.
lifestyles. I think that comes into like balance in your life as well.
Balance and how to be an alpha male, but still be able to achieve things in life and not miss out on the social aspects and things in life.
Yeah, because obviously with bodybuilding, I mean, obviously not everyone's watched Generation Iron, but everyone's got this mentality of bodybuilding is like, you don't go out, you can't go out, you can't do anything, you can't go out with your mates, you can't drink. And for me, it's like you can if you want to. If you really want to, you will do it. You know what I mean? So you can go out, but you can pack a meal in the car or whatever. You can drink, but like, let's say you get home and you drink like 2 liters of water. You know what I mean?
Make sure you rehydrate.
You make sure you rehydrate. Not have a hangover. Don't ruin the next day. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like you can still have fun. You can have that balance in your life. It's not this whole thing of having your blinkers on and only focused on gym and diet. You know, you can do.
And I think we were in that stage when we were just so fixated on just training, just eating, just training, just eating, sleep, repeat.
Yeah.
It was towards the end of varsity where we started focusing more on the social life as well.
Yeah.
Because I think we realized like we're going to look the way we want. We're going to feel horrible. We're going to have no memories, no friends. No one was saying out of this because we those guys that don't want to do anything.
Exactly.
And whenever we get invited, we just make up an excuse and say we got late
100%.
or whatever.
And then people stop inviting you.
Exactly.
I went through that. I mean, my mates stopped inviting me to shit because they're like, Bree's going to say no anyway, so what's the point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then I realized, look, I actually need to start balancing my life and plan things properly and make sure I'm prepared so that I can do what other people are doing while I'm still focused on my own goals.
Especially at a young age, I think it's so vital that you meet people when you're young.
Yeah,
because of the connections you can create and make for anything, whether it be relationships, business, moving forward in your life.
I'm with that.
So I definitely think if you want to still live a healthy lifestyle and still be in tip-top shape, you can still have a social life.
You just
know your limits. People think you
know your body.
Drink. Exactly.
Know your body. Know your limits. Know your body. For me, it's like you can't expect to have 10 shots of tequila and expect to be fine the next day.
Yeah.
Without doing anything, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can have 10 shots, but make sure you maybe drink water in between. You know what I mean? You can't just have 10 shots like everyone else and then have a draw and expect the next day not to be ruined.
Or you drink and then not eat the McDonald's with the mates after.
Exactly.
And that's
difficult, bro. That's
very difficult. But that's where the meal prep comes in.
Yeah.
That's when
so
putting
you sorted.
You know you sorted when you're going out. You know what I mean? That's when cool. Let me just pack
you're on a cut and everyone's ordering strawberry daiquiris and you're like, oh, it tastes amazing, but is it really that good? I'm on a cut. You're gonna get water and whiskey or something like that.
Yeah, I've made it a thing.
Choices.
I don't care what people think. I'll say it straight. I'll be like, when everyone's having their cocktails, I'll be like, hey, bring me my whiskey and
But you're still drinking, so it's not that bad, you know.
It's not that bad.
If you'll be like, bro, bring me straight water or bring me a USN protein shake, like then people I feel like they would maybe judge you.
It is a little bit of a judgment because I've done it before. You know what I mean? People do look at you like, oh, why are you so boring? Oh, come on, just have some fun, just a little bit, you know. And you realize,
but you know, those little choices that you make pay off big time.
They do pay off. Differences literally separate someone that's just there and someone that's gonna either be successful in whatever they're doing or take it to the next level.
Yeah,
and it's always like that.
No, true. But with that, I mean, as I said, it's. I think mentally as well, it's always good to balance it because I feel like people who dive into that, like blinkers on, bodybuilding, whatever, I feel like mentally it takes its toll.
Yeah, 100%.
Eventually, being alone in that sort of way and stuff, and you don't have people around you, I feel like mentally it does. It had a toll on me. It does. I feel like it does take its toll.
So here's my next question. You're balancing lifestyle, right? In the fitness industry, do you have any potential relationships?
Relationships in terms of what, Asad?
So
like romantic.
Yeah, romantic. So you're in the fitness industry, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
You someone that's hesitant when you see a girl that's into you, that's in the fitness industry, or are you happy to live?
Let's call a spade, bro. I'm very hesitant, bro. Very hesitant, bro.
You kind of have to be.
You kind of have to be.
So, an example would be like with JC.
And that's just speaking from experience. As well. I'm not just saying it because of what I've seen. I've experienced it.
I think the best advice would come from JC here because he's obviously with Sasha, and they found a way to compromise and make things work both sides.
Yeah.
But they were both into fitness as well, and it wasn't just the.
But Sasha wasn't competing in the beginning.
Exactly.
Sasha actually probably trained maybe like twice a week. 'Cause she was still doing gymnastics, so she was working hard at, in the gymnastics gym. And then I met her, and then I actually met her at the gym. DM'd her, the usual, the love story, bro.
See, that's where
you messaged me first, actually.
I was like, bro, is that girl?
Who's that chick behind you, bro?
let me actually just tell you guys the story. Maybe there's people that don't know. So, Sasha, I stumbled upon Sasha's page on Instagram, and then I DM'd her because she did a backflip or something, and then I replied, I'm like, yo, that's cool, that's nice, like
that's nice,
that's nice. So then I'm like, okay, cool, can I have your number? We chat on WhatsApp, and then the conversation just fizzled out. Then like 3 weeks later, I go to gym, and then I see her there, but I don't know it's her. And then I'm like, okay, this girl's quite nice. So then every day for like the next 3 or 4 days, at the same time, we go to gym and I see her every day. Then I message Vele. I'm like, bro, I think it was a screenshot of her profile. Because you were there that day. So I sent a screenshot. I'm like, bro, is this the girl we just saw at gym? And then he was like, yeah, I think it is. So then I was like, okay, cool. So then I messaged her. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I was so rude. I've spoken to you on WhatsApp and Instagram, but I never introduced myself at gym. Can I take you out for pizza? And then we went out that Friday night, we went out that Saturday night, and we went out that Sunday night. In one weekend, we went out 3 times. The next weekend, we went out twice. So it was literally like, once it happened, bro, it happened.
Inseparable, yeah.
But that's where Instagram came in handy.
That's where, exactly. Instagram.
But it wasn't.
I'm very skeptical, but I mean,
it was technically not a thirst.
How else do you meet the love of your life?
Yeah.
Well, these days, exactly.
These days, how else? You know
it
what I mean?
helped that you were
at the gym.
same gym. Yeah.
At the gym.
At the jaw, I don't know.
The jaw, you see, that's also.
But the thing is, bro, Sasha, my future wife, also used to jaw.
Yeah.
So if I bumped into her on the jaw. Exactly. So if I meet her out and then we click from there, it doesn't mean she's trash because I met her at the jaw.
No, it does. For me, it's like meeting a hun at the jaw that's right for you is a small chance of her being right than meeting her at the gym.
Yeah.
Or like anywhere else. I feel like at the jaw, I mean, I'm not judging huns or guys or whatever, but at the jaw, everyone's looking to have fun. Not everyone's single, obviously, but like some people aren't in their headspace, let me meet the love of my life at truth.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So I think, excuse me. It's good to have the variety though, because then you can see that person at the jaw, at the gym, outside.
100%.
So then you get the more rounded.
You can see every person. Yeah, you can see every facet. Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
You can see
every facet of the person.
Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, every facet of the person. But yeah, bro, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm very hesitant with fitness goals, just in terms of, I feel like mentally they obviously portray themselves as fit, healthy, happy individuals. But when you get to know them, it's like insecure and judgmental, and I don't want to say fake, because okay, let's call a spade. Let's put fake in there, because I mean they'll act nice to their homegirls backstage and stuff. I've seen it. I saw it at Militia. Girls are all nice to each other. As soon as that one girl walks away, oh my God, she came in such bad conditioning. What is she even doing here?
Yeah.
You know, and I was standing in the line before we did that superhero thing. I was like, don't want to mention names because she's been on the podcast here before.
You're now gonna be thinking, who is this?
But I was just listening. I was just like, whoa. So it's like this out here. I was like, okay, cool. But you know, it is what it is. That's why I'm just like, if I meet the right girl in the fitness industry, then so be it.
I think the difference is girls, in terms of when they're ugly to each other, they're more vocal. Whereas like if a guy is ugly to another guy, I just be like, oh, he looks terrible. Yeah. He doesn't look good. Whereas a girl would attack her makeup with this or that or this or that. And it's I think also in competing, bro, there's so much that you can judge.
No, of course.
That it's so easy to judge.
It's easy to judge, yeah. And I feel like some not girls, but some guys as well will judge people, but then forget to look at themselves. You know what I mean? Like,
it's their ego. They put themselves down, put others down,
to make themselves feel
like
better.
I've definitely judged people before.
I have,
but I haven't. I always recognize if it is jealousy, or if it's just like I just don't like the person. So
100%.
if that person's an ugly person, regardless of them being ugly, even if they are a terrible person, I'm still judging them
at
the end of the day. So I kind of need to look at myself, and I kind of need to be like, what are your motives for judging this person? Is it because maybe they have better calves than you? Is it, you know, what is the reason behind it? And if I can look at it and actually be like, it's actually not out of jealousy, then to be honest, I don't really feel
almost
bad.
like not a judgmental eye, but a competitive judgmental eye. So for example, if someone's waist is the size of a fridge, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. You know what I mean? If your waist is big.
Because you care.
Because I care. because I care. You know what I mean? I feel like, how do I put this? I feel like, you know.
Here's one more question that I want to get through. Okay. So you're with a girl in the fitness industry, and the competing it's up and down. You look good, you don't look so good. You look good, you don't look so good. Would you put up with that?
In terms
the fluctuation of the body weight.
Because I'll be honest, I went through that.
Yeah.
And you develop an eating disorder after. You don't love yourself.
Yeah.
Puts a lot of strain in the relationship.
Yeah. For me, to be honest, when girls are in their off season, I like it a little bit better than when they're
thick
on.
boy.
They look healthy,
thick, you know.
For me, the best is like 8 to 6 weeks out. That's perfect for me.
Yeah.
The moment they're too lean, I don't know, like it's nice and
It's
attractive,
nice. It's attractive, but it's
not for an extended period of time.
Yeah,
For
not
me,
like the whole year.
For me, it's maybe like 12 weeks out, or just everyone looks different 12 weeks out. So I guess it's very subjective.
Yeah, it's very subjective. For me, it's like I'd say 8 weeks is also cool, but like even between 12 and 16, if it's still like you know there.
If it's not 50% body fat,
it's not like
diagnosed
obesity. I'm chill because for me, obviously every guy is different, but I think the woman's body is so fascinating. Like the way the way each woman is shaped. You know, for me, it's very fascinating. So for me, in terms of body types, I can go from absolutely thick and curvy to like skinny petite. You know what I mean? And everything in between. Yeah. Like I don't mind as long as the person upstairs is all right.
So you're looking for that genuine connection.
Genuine connection. That's what I've learned to look at and appreciate.
Because looks fade. And
looks
bodybuilding shows you that immediately.
Immediately, without age. Without age. You know what I mean? It takes a burger, it's like, you know.
Yeah.
So what's the point in actually just looking for looks?
So platonic connection over anything.
Okay.
Before anything.
Guys, in closing, this is going to be a good one. I was actually listening to the radio the other day, and they were saying, do looks matter? And for me, 100% looks matter, but I'm not going to disregard an ugly girl. Listen here. Let me finish what I'm saying first. What I say, looks matter to me, might be different to what looks matter to you. But what you find attractive is what you find attractive,
That's
right?
what I was about to say, yeah.
So what I don't find attractive, I'm not saying isn't attractive to someone else. But for me, I want to be with someone that A, obviously has an amazing personality, but B, also looks good.
Yeah.
Like, look, what looks good
put
to
that straight.
I'm not saying the world standards, you know, like the movie Hollywood blonde hair, super skinny. Like what I find attractive is what I will go for. I'm not going to go for someone that I don't find attractive. So looks matter to me because...
But that's on you. No one should judge you for that.
Yeah.
That's on you. You shouldn't be forced just because, obviously, with the whole fat shaming or whatever, you shouldn't be forced now to be attracted to a fat girl because, like...
Here's the biggest thing. No matter what you say, no matter how much you preach about body positivity, how much you'll accept anyone, you don't have a standard. If you are not attracted to someone, you cannot be with them.
100%.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
So
because you know what's
looks matter.
For me, it's attraction.
Yes.
You have to be attracted. You have to be attracted to the person.
But the thing is, like, let's say
even without looks, if someone has a good personality, you could still be attracted to them as a person. That attraction can develop.
But if they really repulse you, like they might have the best amazing personality on earth, but if you don't want to kiss them, like I don't want to be with someone I don't want to kiss.
No, yeah. I agree.
Because in a relationship, touch is one of the biggest things that shows affection.
It's one of the most important factors in a relationship, like the sexual side. And
but I'm not going to disregard getting to know someone because initially I don't find them, the perfect fit for what I wanted.
I give everyone a chance. I give everyone a chance because the most prettiest girl will be a brick wall, And
I've dealt with that so many times.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
So don't pretend you've been with pretty girls.
Good.
So many times.
You know what I'm saying, Vele?
Yeah,
we understand, bro. We understand.
But they look like this dime that you explain to your mom the type of person that you're looking for, and then you try and have a conversation, and it's not mentally stimulating. And you can't have any conversation if they literally don't understand what you're speaking about.
It's boring. Let's just say it.
So this is what I'll say. Like, looks will definitely attract you to someone, but the substance in that person is going to be the reason you stay with them or not.
Yeah. And the substance within the person is going to make them far more attractive to you.
Exactly. 100%.
Like Sasha now
amplifies it completely.
Sasha now is far more beautiful than when I looked at her and I said that girl's beautiful. You know, she's far more beautiful now because I've seen faults of hers that have, you know, made me actually appreciate her more. I've seen things that, you know, I really initially liked, but now completely love, and that has made her more attractive. I look at her, I don't see like the skin. You know, I see the person for who she is.
Exactly. The person, and that's what I feel people should strive for.
Yeah,
because
but it's difficult because you only see that once you actually truly know the person.
But that's why I'm saying you need to give everyone a chance. You need to give everyone a fair chance and get to know the person. You know what I mean?
And be yourself. Don't try to be someone else because you're never ever gonna. You won't find someone.
It won't last. Exactly. You can't maintain that energy. If you give off an energy,
it's going to take from you to be someone else.
To be someone else. Exactly. You can't maintain that stuff. You can't.
But then, how do you go about? Like, let's say you see someone at gym, someone you don't find attractive, and someone you do find attractive. Should you try throw bones with both of them?
Nah.
That's a tough question.
That's
a very tough question.
I mean,
because the girl you find less attractive might be the most amazing person ever.
Yeah.
But because initially off the bat, you prefer the one that you have, you know, bias towards because she's more attractive in your eyes.
You know what my answer to that is? It's whoever feels me more.
Okay.
So either way, if I'm attracted to both and one's more attracted than the other, if she's not feeling me and she's more attractive, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if she's feeling me and she's less attractive, I'm gonna go balls to the wall and go for that. You know what I mean?
Do you think that society's and Hollywood's views of what is attractive, those people that look attractive, has society kind of made them become lazy and have to try less? Because in today's age, people that what are perceived attractive get away with more.
No, of course.
And you know, maybe that's why they have less of a personality because they've had to try less hard.
Because all they have to do is just stand there and look good. Yeah. And they know every guy comes to them. You know?
But that's not saying every pretty girl in society's eyes is stupid. There's tons of pretty girls that are very smart. Like,
no, of course. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But like there is a certain percentage that think that all they have to be or do is just stand there and things will always come their way. I think that
trophy wives.
But that boils down to like, what is it called again? Pretty privilege.
Is that pretty privilege?
Pretty privilege. So some girls will get things that other girls won't.
Guys too, bro.
Guys too.
Good looking guys get lean.
Pretty privilege.
People get
lenient. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. I feel like it's very gender neutral. If you're pretty,
that's why. So
things come easier.
So as a guy, this is I think what you should do then is you need to know the difference and the balance between being an alpha male and being a dickhead.
Yeah.
You need to be in the middle.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
You need to know when you valued and what your values are, but also not come across as I'm better than you.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I'm 10 times better than you. I'm just speaking to you because I feel bad.
Yeah. I think it's also a thing of knowing your worth and knowing what you bring to the table. And it's not a thing of boosting your ego. I feel like if you know your worth and you know who you are as a person, if you're a kind-hearted person, I feel like that will go a much longer way.
Yeah, then I definitely feel like you said, the not so attractive girl might speak to you because she needs help with something.
Yeah, it'll be
because
genuine.
you're a nice person, you speak to them, and that's how you develop a connection.
Connection, exactly.
So it's just like in fate's hands. But the pretty girl, you try, it doesn't work out. A lot of guys like, I need to keep trying, I need to keep trying, keep trying. Instead of
for me, it's a bit of a turn off. If a lot of guys are trying for one girl, you won't see me there.
I'm not trying to share.
Yeah, I'm not gonna share. I'm not gonna share attention.
So imagine how that comes across as you valuing yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So now I'm basically like degrading myself to try go for one person. There's 8 billion people on this planet.
Yeah. Don't let one make your day bad.
Don't let one make
it's
your
like
day bad.
She's the goalkeeper and all these folks are kind of trying to score, bro. And then the one gets through, and then you kind of like, yo, do I carry on trying?
Do I carry on trying now? Like, nah. I feel like, people.
Well, they do, and they give you a chance when they're lonely, and then it becomes a cycle. Where you think you want it, but you're not.
Yeah, you're not. It's just at that time. You cannot want it, but at that time you're available because you always make yourself available, you know. And it goes both ways. I feel like this conversation is very gender neutral.
Yeah,
it goes both ways.
I'm actually very glad,
because I feel like also girls experience this thing as well, where a guy maybe will ghost them for like 2-3 weeks, and then You're like, hey, what you doing? And they'll immediately make themselves available.
Yeah. The thing is with girls, they are getting tons of guys message them.
Yeah,
whereas guys are getting very few girls, because girls are able to, you know, withhold their urges. Whereas sometimes guys are just like, I'm going to do it, I'm horny, you know?
Yeah, I feel like also with that, the guy is expected to shoot their shot.
Yeah.
I feel like now that the tables are like balancing out a little bit, but still it'll take a miracle, not a miracle, but it's very difficult for a girl to like finally build up the courage and actually DM a guy than for a guy to DM a girl. I feel like
the problem is because historically girls were the ones that were receiving messages. The moment girls start sending messages, people start thinking she's a slut or something, when actually, you know, what's wrong with, if guys can do it, why can't girls do it?
For me, I'm attracted to
that's the issue.
For me, if a girl shoots their shot, I respect that, because I know for a fact the amount of like balls you had to do that in the first place. Like for obviously, okay, everyone overthinks, but I feel like with a girl, for her to shoot their shot, it's a completely different ball game. You know? So I respect that, and I'm completely
because they also sending
for all the girls watching.
just send him a message.
Yeah, just send me a message. Trust me, I'll be very responsive.
Chicken and rice.
Yeah, Vele, here's your camera, bro. You just look right there.
Hey guys.
Guys, I think these memory cards are gonna run out. So should we close this?
Let's close it. Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Thanks for having us. Yeah,
of course. I think this is going to hopefully get a good response, so we can do it again.
Hopefully,
this is one of the boys. And if they like this, we'll chat about more of the things that others don't want to speak about.
Next time we'll have a Beza with us or something.
Beza, chats.
We'll show you the lifestyle.
Like name it like a subsection, like chats with the boys or whatever, you know.
Drunk questions. People ask us questions.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
That would be fun. That would be very fun.
And I mean, this thing can literally take phone calls and voice notes, so people can literally voice note us questions. We can literally play the voice notes for everyone. They'll be able to hear it, and then we can answer the questions.
That's a dope.
That'll be a fun one. Yeah,
that'll be a very fun one.
Well, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Like, subscribe, follow the channel on Spotify, on YouTube, Just a Radio. Do it now.
And Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts.
Everywhere.
All right. Peace out, guys. Cheers.